Secretary Hardin.
Present.
I'm here. Mr. Guadiana.
Here.
And Ms. Heredia was unable to be here tonight. That moves us to item C, board norms. Number 1, actively listen to all perspectives.
Close the loop, responding to concerns and questions as a unified board.
Model of professionalism we expect from all members of the district and community. Customer service orientation.
Number 4, assume positive intent.
Be positive and responsive.
Okay, if we could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico with the symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures.
All right, that takes us to item 2, adoption of the agenda. Mr. Piper, do you have any recommendations?
I recommend you approve the agenda as presented.
I would ask that we please remove Cindy Renee Provencio. She gave us notice this morning that she was going to withdraw her name. And I believe, Charlene, you shared that with the whole board, correct? Okay. So I'll entertain a motion with that change. Okay, is there a second?
A second.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, that moves us to item 3, action items. Item A, interview qualified applicants for 1 board vacancy. The qualified applicants are Hector Carrillo, Patricia De Naranjo, and Hattie Phillips. Did I say that right? Okay. Each qualified applicant will be given 2 minutes to make an opening statement. Designated board member will ask the same interview questions for answering by all of the qualified candidates. Each qualified applicant will be given 3 minutes to respond to each interview question. Any other questions?
Would you like for me to keep a timer and give them like a 30-second notice?
That'd be great. Did you guys have a preference on which questions you'd like to ask, or can we just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Are you guys okay with that? You'd start, and I'd 2, Mr. Guadiana be 3. We'd go back to you for 4, 5, and 6.
That would be
Okay.
And do you rotate the candidates to where the same one doesn't go first each time?
It's my understanding we're going to interview 1 at a time. One go to.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Okay. First up is Mr. Carrillo. Whenever you're ready. You have 2 minutes for your opening statement.
Thank you. Good evening, board. My name is Hector Carrillo. I was born actually in Deming, New Mexico. Raised here in Grant County, especially here in Bayard. I attended Bayard Elementary, Snell Middle School, and graduated from Cobre High School. I am married, have 3 wonderful children. My wife graduated from Cobre High School. My oldest daughter just graduated 2 years ago from Cobre High School, and I have a senior and a boy in Snell Middle School. So I'm proud to call this community my home. For the past 21 years, I've dedicated myself serving here in 2 important ways. Through my career in law enforcement and through coaching youth sports. Coaching has been one of my greatest joys, from Little League to being the president of the Little League here at Copper Little League and being the district administrator, going back to coaching and representing New Mexico and Bayard in Waco, Texas for a softball regional tournament. Coaching has been one of my greatest joys. Those experiences taught me value, teamwork, discipline, and building opportunities for kids to succeed. Like I mentioned earlier, I also have children in this district, so I know firsthand the challenges and opportunities that our schools face. I want to make sure that every student has the same chance to grow and achieve, whether it's in the classroom, on the field, or in life. I am seeking appointment for the school board because I believe my background in service, leadership, and community involvement can bring a strong, balanced perspective to the decisions that shape our schools. So my goal is simple: to help create the best possible environment for our students, teachers, and families. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Piper.
Thank you, Mr. Carrillo. Are you ready to start the questions?
I am.
Okay. Mrs. Hart?
Number 1, we are interviewing several candidates. Why should we select you to be on the School Board of Education?
Thank you. So that's a great question. So that's going to go hand in hand with my opening statement. So 21 years of law enforcement experience. I have numerous trainings in school safety, public safety, active shooter trainings, something we're trying to implement now. Also seeing the success of the students that I've been blessed with coaching and seeing them succeed in life. Having kids in this district is a plus. I know what challenges our kids face each day along with your teachers. I believe that I can make a difference by helping staff, helping this board to make decisions that will better our school district.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Carrillo. Question number 2. What do you see as the biggest challenge facing Cobre School District?
So the challenges that usually we face is balancing resources, funding, retaining, keeping our educators and staff. Those are all challenges that are really throughout the state. The biggest challenge here at the Cobre District is finding a permanent superintendent. Finding a superintendent that not only is knowledgeable, not only is qualified, but listens to this community along with the staff and students, knows what this community needs to move forward.
Okay, thank you.
Question number 3. Would you support a board decision that you did not vote for, that you did not vote in favor of? Why or why not?
So absolutely, the answer is yes. There's a voting system, and really it's not what my personal thoughts are. I'm blessed to speak and have a voice for students and staff. So if my ideas do not pass, I will support the vote of the board and work very hard to follow through with whatever decisions made by the board.
Thank you.
Question number 4. Describe any experience you may have in finance, management, and regulations.
So back in 2012, I was blessed to have been voted in as a village trustee for Santa Clara. That is where I started noticing and learning about budget. Worked very close with our city clerk, worked on resolutions, worked on grants, and I started getting a feel for how the budgeting system works. In my current employment, I have 2 budgets now. One of them is a law enforcement protection fund that is issued to us every year that I have to balance. The other one is our general fund that goes through the city of Bayard. So I work very closely with our city clerk for the city of Bayard in making sure that we balance and have the funds and don't run out by our fiscal year of July 1st. I work very closely with her as well as with resolutions, grant writing.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
That moves us to question number 5. How will you interact with other board members to create a unified board and team environment?
So to create a unified board, I believe that the first thing we have to do is respect each other. Have to respect your all's decisions. From there, we work as a team to move forward. Like I mentioned earlier in the last, one of the other questions, if some goes not my way because I brought it up, then the votes differently, then I support it 100% and work together. So having great communication within the board itself will help move forward with the decisions we make.
Thank you.
Do you feel comfortable with raising a question against the status quo?
Absolutely. I do, especially when it becomes to our students' interest. I will ask those questions respectfully, but at the same time, I will work on finding the solution for it. So it's not just asking the question, not trying to find it and work for a solution. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Carrillo.
Thank you.
Okay, that moves us on to Patricia De Naranjo.
No.
Okay, you have 2 minutes to give an opening statement.
Thank you very much. I am Patricia De Naranjo, and I am a resident of Sherman, New Mexico, which is a small unincorporated community in the lower Mimbres Valley. I spent most of my early career as an economist with the federal government, and then I went on to become a project manager for clinical studies with the Department of Veteran Affairs. After I retired there, my late husband and I moved to Vermont, and I took what I thought was going to be an interim position as an accountant with a municipality. It was a very, they had just lost their finance director and their accountant, and they were entering into an independent audit stage. So it was my first exposure to the requirements necessary for finance. We stayed there for 9 years and then moved back to Grant County. The first time that we had moved here was in the year 2000 in the Lake Roberts area. So then we moved to our permanent residence in 2010. So I've been a resident in Grant County for 15 years. I have an undergraduate degree in economics, a master's in finance. And so I am excited and hopeful that I'll be able to use my skills and add it to the all of the experiences that the current board has.
Thank you.
Question number 1. We are interviewing several candidates. Why should we select you to be on the School Board of Education?
Actually, up until maybe a year ago, I always thought that the board, an education board, was comprised of educators or administrator of children's programs or parents. And I really didn't give it a thought, even though my late husband was an educator. Until about a year ago, when I started to take a look at all of the issues with audits, and more importantly, the possibility that funding that funds may not come down from the federal government, and it presents a challenge to the state of New Mexico, and more importantly to each individual district. And so I'm hoping that there's some type of economic analysis or input that I might be able to offer to this time that we just don't know which direction or what's going to happen. There's also this county and the mining district is very dependent upon the mining, and what happens if the economy dries up? What kind of contingency plan does the school system have for funding?
Thank you. Question number 2. What do you see as the biggest challenge facing Cobre School District?
Actually, Madam President, I think I addressed that, and that is the unknown factor right now. What's going to happen, or a thought that grant funding may not, that the National Department of Education will not release funds, and how will that impact our local system?
Thank you.
Question number 3. How would you support a board decision that you did not vote in favor of? And why or why not? Actually,
I can understand that. I have been on the board of nonprofits many years, and in both states, both Vermont and in New Mexico. And so I am cognizant of the process, the democratic process of making motions and discussing and coming to a consensus. And it's not always how I would have moved forward, but to become cohesive and as a team, you need to support the majority decision. Thank you.
Question number 4. Describe any experience you may have in finance management and regulations.
Okay. Again, I have served in the finance department for 2 municipalities, one in Vermont and one in New Mexico. And one of them, I entered the position of finance director, only to find that independent audit had not been completed in 3 years. The municipality found itself in a position where the governor basically said, if you don't have a current independent audit and with minimal findings, there will be no funding. And so that was very serious. The other one was, as I mentioned before, where a finance director and accountant had both left, and it required almost forensic accounting, trying to find out old files and to support things like purchasing and all of the other code of ethics that are necessary for a finance department manager.
Okay, question 5. How will you interact with other board members to create a unified board and team environment?
I think initially it's a training position, learning what strengths each member brings to the board, what experiences and what their passion is about the board. And knowing that, being able to cohesively work as a team to address all of the issues that the school district faces at this time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President.
do you feel comfortable with raising a question against the status quo?
Yes, as long as I feel prepared, and I have my backup, I'm comfortable in saying things like, "Can you explain this purchase, or can you explain this process? As long as you do it in a professional manner rather than being confrontational, I believe that most people are willing to say, this is what happened, or this is how we need to go forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Simon.
Okay, next we have Hattie Phillips. Okay, you have 2 minutes for an opening statement.
Good evening, board members. My name is Hattie Phillips, and I'm currently running for the vacant seat for the board, mainly because I believe that my input and skills should be able to help the district with our current and upcoming challenges and changes that we could be seeing. A little bit of background on me. I was raised here in Grant County. I am a graduate of Silver School. I am also a child of 2 teachers who both are retired from the Silver City School District. So therefore, I have grown up in, I guess you could say, the school environment on the teaching side. I'm also a graduate of Western New Mexico University. After graduating, I left and I went to Tyson Foods down in Santa Teresa, New Mexico, where I was a quality assurance manager and a food safety manager, where I worked in conjunction with USDA to write SOPs to meet the USDA regulations and guidelines along with our customer guidelines. For the last 22 years, I have been an employee of the state of New Mexico, first in the capacity with the Office of the State Engineer as a water resource manager for the Southwest Boot Hill area. And with my current position is with the Air Quality Bureau, where working with the, I'm with the monitoring division, and we do the monitoring for the Clean Air Act. Pretty much it. We run the machines for that. I have, my son was a graduate of the Cobre District, and also my husband was also a graduate and currently a coach for the district. I'm also a business owner, so therefore come and learn all the challenges with running a business in the state of New Mexico and the local area. To help with the district, I currently hold officiating cards. I also help to judge and officiate the powerlifting, and I'm also certified for the track. And I am working on getting more officiating license, mainly because I strongly believe that the kids put a lot of work into their activities, into their sport, and it should not come down to having that canceled because lack of officials.
I'm sorry, your time's up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I apologize. Question 1, go ahead.
We are interviewing several candidates. Why should we select you to be on the Cobre School Board of Education?
I feel that my current skill level and insights could be valuable or an asset to the district.
Okay, question number 2. What do you see as the biggest challenge facing Cobre School District?
I believe some of your biggest challenges would be you're going to have upcoming budget appropriations due to either gains or losses, mainly losses due to enrollment levels. Also, a part of that is kind of dealing with some of the current issues and conditions that some of our schools are in, on how to get some of those repaired, fixed, keep the students safe. And also, I also believe that one of our biggest challenges will be finding a superintendent that fits the needs of this district.
Thank you. Mr. Guadiana?
How would you support a board decision that you did not vote in favor of? Why or why not?
So the main thing is to remember as any board member is that we is supposed to be a united group, even though we will disagree with each other on occasion, on different things. You have to remember not to take it personally and try to work with the board as a whole. Even though if I'm not in favor of something, I have no problems, respectfully, letting them know why I am not in favor and willing to work and communicate with people.
Number 4, describe any experience you may have in finance, management, and regulations.
Mm-hmm. As far as management and regulations, my experience there comes when I worked with, the majority of it will come when I worked with Tyson Foods in the management position for the food safety. There I was responsible for ensuring that all the food that came out was safe for the public to eat. Therefore, having to work with the USDA inspectors at site and interpretation of USDA rules and regulations for production. And also at the time also had to write the SOPs and the programs and supporting programs for safe food production, as well as the training and teaching of the employees in proper food safety. As far as finance, one of my this would be currently being a business owner, doing all the finances that comes along with that. And also, I do have a general understanding, as I did do my minor in business administration. So I have the general understanding and the basics of finances.
Thank you.
And also my current position with AQB, working with the EPA rules and regulations.
Okay, question number 5. How will you interact with other board members to create a unified board and team environment?
First of all, by being open and listening to others and respecting others' positions in a professional way to hopefully move everything forward to put what is, to bring out what is best for the district.
Do you feel comfortable raising a question against the status quo?
Yes, I do. Yep. I have no problem going against the status quo, but there is also a way to go about it. It needs to be done professionally and respectfully.
Thank you.
That concludes the interviews. So that moves us to item B, discussion and voting of an appointee to fill the vacancy on the board. We had a lot of great applicants. I really appreciate everyone taking the time to put their name out there. I know I sat in your shoes because when I first started, I decided, why am I going to do this? And I also got appointed to the board and then ran for election. But I appreciate everyone coming here tonight and stepping up for their community.
Thank you.
I appreciate the breadth of knowledge that is represented here. You all have very different strong points and focuses and purposes. All of them, though, you being united to serve the community well, and I appreciate that. And I'm confident with any one of the three that we will be moving in a very good direction.
Any other discussions? Then I'd like to make a nomination. I'd like to nominate Mr. Hector Carrillo to the board. Do I have a second?
I have a second.
Okay, any discussion?
He's bringing his knowledge with kids, his professionalism to the community. So I think he would be a good candidate for the board.
Also in appointing and nominating Mr. Carrillo, what I feel like he brings to the board is his law enforcement background and school safety knowledge, as well as his experience with budgets with the city of Bayard, also serving as a trustee of the village of Santa Clara.
I too would like to propose a nomination.
Okay, so we have a first and a second on Mr. Carrillo.
Oh, yeah. Patricia B. Naranjo. And as I mentioned, there's a diverse amount of skills that have been presented to us. And I think your skills related to finance are probably the ones that we could use to stop the bleeding. So I would, your credentials also show a variety of experiences outside of this area, and an affiliation with the area as well. And I think that brings balance that is difficult to come otherwise. So I strongly, I'm proud to nominate you to be on the board.
Do we have a second for Mrs. Naranjo? Seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and call for the vote with Mr. Hector Carrillo because we had a motion and a second. All those in favor of having Mr. Carrillo fill the vacancy signify by saying aye. Aye. Oppose, same sign.
I abstain.
Okay, we have an abstention. We still have 2 votes, so it's a majority. So congratulations, Mr. Carrillo, and welcome. Mrs. Phillips, Mrs. Naranjo, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that moves us to item C, swearing in of a newly appointed board member. We'll give Judge Grijalva a second. He just walked in.
If I may real quick,
Yes.
There is a regional board meeting training tomorrow in Deming, and if you are free and would like to attend, we can call the regional meeting and school board president Joe Guillen and see that there's room. So Okay? And meeting's at 5:30, so we would probably leave here about 4:30, unless we're going lights and siren.
Okay, thank you. He has a car that has the red lights. So.
Whenever you're ready, Judge Grijalva. Mr. Carrillo, if you don't mind coming up here.
Can you raise your right hand? I, Hector Carrillo,
I, Hector Carrillo,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the state of New Mexico.
and the Constitution and laws of the state of New Mexico.
I will faithfully and impartially
I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties of office of school board member
discharge the duties of the office of the school board member
in which I am about to enter,
in which I'm about to enter,
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Joanne. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Yes.
You have to be there at 5:30.
We're at
I think it's at one of the schools. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't tell it's a marriage.
And we do everything in black.
That's the way I used to be.
I'll have to shoot you. Yeah, yes.
Okay. I think
I was used to black.
Charlene put it up with the address tomorrow. The address.
That's for you.
You want to join us up here? To adjourn.